I'm at the Trailhead for Cottonwood Lakes on the eastern Sierras, right outside of Lone Pine. I'm going in for 4 or 5 days. I'm waiting for my group right now. I'm going with Alex, who you saw on my Catalina trip. I stayed here last night. My pack is right at 40 pounds. I've got, with 3 liters of water, all my food. That's completely wet. I've got 2 fishing poles in there, tackle, everything to fry a fish. And then I am doing an hammock setup this trip. So I've got, both quilts and all my suspension. These are kind of cool. This is, if you look here, it's actually grafted. So the bottom is a rootstock pea that has fusarium resistance. And then the top is a watermelon, a hybrid watermelon variety. I use the Kodiak canvas swag last night, and I absolutely love that piece of gear. I've got a big old sleeping bag, a 3-inch mat, inflatable mat, insulated, and a pillow in there, and a flashlight and earplugs and a knife, and it all just lives in there. Leaving the trailhead, Alex has brought his daughter and her boyfriend. No wood fires. We're about 1.5 miles in. I found a little remote beach. It drops off right there. And I've got my sandals, so I'm going to wade out into it. This is the Golden Trout Wilderness. So I'm really looking forward to hooking into one of these beauties. And then we're camped up over that way about half a mile. Well, no fish. I did get one bite on a gold colored lure. That's Marshall. This is Lake 4.
Thank you, Rachel. Rinse it, please. Rinse it, please. Those are olives.
Have that half piece done.
They look so tasty.
So what are you having, Alex?
I'm having lasagna. It's enchanted. It's the best freeze-dried meal ever.
And then what are you waiting on?
Pasta primavera.
Ooh!
It's my favorite.
And then Marshall, what were you eating?
Lasagna as well,
So that he can say enchanted.
so I can be part of the enchanted club.
Alright, so this is the cooking area. And then Alex and the daughter are sleeping in the big REI tent. And then Marshall, Rachel's boyfriend, is sleeping in the, it's probably a copper spur. They got a lot of condensation last night. That's his hangout hammock. And then here's my camp. My trees are huge. But I got the longest straps from Dutch that they that I saw that they made in this fabric. And then it's just down to one of those little hanging my shirt. The hammock is a Simply Light Designs trail layer, 12 foot, with a heavier duty fabric because I run about 250, and I was debating on a full size underquilt and a 3/4 underquilt. That's the Phoenix from Hammock Gear, 30 degrees. I'm 6'2", and it's plenty fine. I put a little sit pad in the foot box, and that was great. Inside I have a Enlightened Equipment 20, and then it comes with a little insert bag, or whatever you want to call it, organizer. Let me take a second and run you through my ultralight fishing setups. They're both pinfishingrod.com. I got turned on to those by a YouTuber named Alan Farrow, 2 R's. This is all of my accoutrements. This is a cool little fly case that I picked up in Morocco, actually. One is a spinner, one is a fly rig. I traded the spinner for an old, actually it wasn't old, it was brand new. I'd only used it once or twice, and it was a bug bivvy from, I can't remember the brand it was. It was nice. I traded it to Alan so he didn't get bit by scorpions anymore. And then my fly setup is a modified hangman's noose with a jam knot, and that's 6 pounds, and that was a tapered leader to my 7-weight bass fly rod. And then I have that lark's headed to a 4-pound, which is what is on this line, which is on the spinner. And then that is blood knotted after about 3.5 feet to a, I don't even think, I'm gonna pick this up here. There's the blood knot. And then this is a 2-pound tippet. And Alan actually suggested all those knots. But I hung beautifully last night. So a quick setup with the new tarp. The ridgeline is a pre-made one from Dutch. So this is Lake 3. We are camped right at the top of that little bluff. And then this is the pass. Waterfall going all through here. We've got some of that red algae, that watermelon snow / algae that all the PCTers are talking about this year. And then Lake 4, which is the one we fished at last night, is right on the other side of that. You're soaking in some vitamin D. So if you look, center screen, there's a marmot. Yes. And then look at this.
There he is.
All right, bring it in.
Beautiful.
There he is. Huh? Left, look left.
But bring it
Watch
in.
that rock.
There he is. He's got a lot of rainbow in him.
What a beauty.
Yeah, he's very rainbow.
Stop.
I'm trying to get the other one. Did you get it?
Oh no, he's not that rainbowy.
Oh, really?
He's got pink instead of orange.
Red.
He's got some
He
orange
doesn't
on
have
the
a red
bottom.
belly.
Let's just make it easy on him. And
There he goes.
never left the water.
But yeah, you came to the right spot, just.
Well, I'm all packed up and cruising out. If I find a good little solo camp spot that I can throw my hammock up, I will. But I need to get back to work, and you can only have so much fun before you have to start paying for it. Alright, adios. Well, I got hiking and I made it 6 miles. Gosh, I want to say an hour and a half. All downhill, 100% downhill. But that sun, I don't know, it was 3:30 when I left, and I'm thinking it's about 5.
I'm not much of a videographer, but
No, that worked out well.
it
Thank
was
you.
better than none.